What are the real Tyler's back? Hell in a Cell 2019. Look. But anyways, last year, oh god, October 6th, a Raw and SmackDown event. Although this took place, well, you know, and I'm gonna say this is sponsored by. I know those sponsors a lot, but it's sponsored by 2K20. Oh god, that controversial game right here. But anyways, this right here, it's one of the most controversial pay-per-views of last year, and this pay-per-view was what 2 days after they premiere on Fox. Yeah. Because Kofi got buried by Brock in, 6 seconds or something like that? And I'm not going to rant about that. Also, this was right after AEW started their weekly show last year. Ooh, this is going to be a lot of country. Anyways, it's a Raw SmackDown event. Although they were doing that wild card rule I hate. At the Golden One Center in Sacramento, California. The best thing is when the Rocker leaves Sacramento. Yeah, that promo to the WrestleMania 19 match between Rock and Austin. That concert. Anyways. I know I feel good. Because remember my top. Well, I'll get to that later on. And let's just get to Hell in a Cell 2019. Right before Crown Shit. Or Crown Jewel. Well, guess what? I am not reviewing none of the Saudi Arabia shows. Here's a little fun fact. I was originally supposed to do this review last year, but I ended up not doing it. And in my counting down to every pay-per-view from 2019 last year, worst to best, I think I ranked it. I don't remember. I have to go back to that video, but here's my problem. They hyped up this pay-per-view on both season premieres of both Raw and SmackDown. Literally, they only advertised 3 or 4, I think it was 4 matches. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. They only advertise only 4 matches, or only a little bit of matches. Remember ECW December to December 2006? Yeah, they only advertised 2 matches, and the rest were filler. They only advertised 4 matches, and the rest were filler. They were announced on the day of the show. And, like I mentioned, you have a WWE title match, which was only in 6 seconds or whatever. You had that ladder match between Kevin Owens and Shane, which they should have saved for the pay-per-view. What else? Yeah. let's just get on to it. So I've been talking for 5.5 minutes. Also, they swap. Well, the good news is they don't have Renee Young on the Raw commentary booth. Thank God. They put, I think it was, who was it? Vic Joseph, yeah. D-Man, who was now in that stupid ass Retribution. And they got squashed by Bray Wyatt on Raw. And Jerry Lawler. But they kept Michael Cole and Corey Graves on the SmackDown side. Ugh. But anyways, that's another side note. Like I said, mentioned they sponsored this game out, and yeah, I don't want to talk about this game. All those freaking crashes and all that stupid crap. Anyways, let's start off with the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell 2019, with the first of 2 Hell in a Cell matches, and now we're gonna have 3 Hell in a Cell matches. You tell me why I hate this pay-per-view concept. Anyways, let's just start off. Let's just get to the matches. Anyways, Becky Lynch defeats Sasha Banks in a Hell in a Cell match to retain her Raw Women's Championship. Honestly, this was probably the best match. Well, the first 3 matches were actually not bad. This match was honestly one of the best matches of the night, honestly. The first of 4 matches that were advertised on the show. And, oh boy. When I get to the... Well, anyways. This match, I don't know. I don't think it was that good as the first one in 2016, but whatever. A lot of people liked this Hell in a Cell match last year, but honestly, I don't think it was that great as last year's. But I give 4 stars. I give it, sorry. And yeah, no, you can complain there. Anyways, then we have Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns defeating Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. This is Luke Harper's last pay-per-view match, not including the Saudi show, because in December, Harper got released, and now he's in AEW, being the leader of the Dark Order. Yeah. And this was a tornado tag match. And this was actually another good match. I heard some rumor that Rowan and Harper were supposed to win a match. Honestly, that would be stupid for having Daniel Bryan coming back as a babyface. And honestly, yeah. 3.5 stars. And this leads to Roman going to feud with King Corbin, and Bryan feuding with Bray Wyatt when, yeah. 3.5 stars. And then we have Randy Orton defeating, well, he's now Mustafa Ali, but here they changed to Ali for whatever reason. The first of filler matches, but this was actually pretty decent. And side note, this was before Randy Orton got drafted to Raw, thank God. But match was actually not bad. Another 3.5 stars. I think Ali countered the RKO at one point, but he couldn't escape the other one. But you couldn't have Ali beat Randy Orton. Oh wait, this is Randy Orton we're talking about. This isn't John Cena. So yeah, Orton wins. Why? And then he went to Raw. He became a face for after the Rumble when Edge came back, which I already mentioned. And yeah, 3.5. This next match is actually interesting because there was of the ending. Anyways, the Kabuki Warriors of Asuka and now who is no longer with the company, Kairi Sane defeats Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. I give it 2.5 stars, but I think the main match was better than this match. This match is also infamous for the double turn because Asuka debuted the green mist, which she spit in Nikki Cross's face, and And this leads to a double turn. And again, this is not as good as their Mania match, which I did back in April. 2.5 stars. And then, well, they show the Fox. They recap the SmackDown premiere on Fox, which is technically the 20th anniversary, although it debuted in August. Not counting the pilot episode, but yeah. They show Braun Strowman fooling around with Tyson Fury, which leads to that crown jewel match. Don't remind me of that match. And don't remind me of none of the Saudi Arabia shows. So, he teams out with the Viking Raiders, Braun Strowman did. They beat Styles, Gallows, and Anderson in a Raw throwaway 6-man tag. Why could you have Styles and Strowman for the U.S. title here, instead of doing this stupid 6-man tag? 1.5, mainly because Styles and Strowman made it a little watchable, but don't remind me about what they are doing with HLs right now. I don't want to talk about it. Whatever. Anyways. Before he called Shorty G defeats King Corbin. Throwaway match. I mean, it's a shame that their King of the Ring Finals match was better than their other two matches, honestly. Yeah. 1 star. And also, I think they did the 24/7 chase with Tamina winning it and then R-Truth winning it. R-Truth is the best made gold. Anyways, now we get Charlotte Flair defeating Bayley by submission to win the SmackDown Women's title. She becomes the 10th champion. And don't remind me what happened, like, what was it, 6 days later or whatever the fuck it was. But anyways, 2 stars. They don't mesh well together, and Charlotte becomes a 10-time women's champion. She would have been the one to beat Becky Lynch at WrestleMania this year. Nope, they don't want to do that. But anyways, and then finally, the only reason I wanted to do this pay-per-view. Seth Rollins and The Fiend Bray Wyatt in a Hell in a Cell match for the Universal Championship. I had a feeling I had to do this review. Like I said earlier, I was originally supposed to do this last year, but I didn't do it. I mentioned in my top 10 worst pay-per-view endings for WWE and WCW. I already mentioned the match ends in a match stoppage, although it ends in a disqualification. I'm not going to talk about it. Just go back to that video. Ugh. I mean, this match, a lot of people said this is the worst Hell in a Cell match. Not really. The worst Hell in a Cell match still is Undertaker Big Boss Man from WrestleMania 15, because it didn't scream Hell in a Cell. But I'm giving it a 0.5 star. Because after Seth Rollins hit him with 11 curves, like I said, he grabbed a sledgehammer, and the referee told him, no, don't do it. First up, you're inside Hell in a Cell. He used it, and the referee calls for the bell for a disqualification, not a ref stoppage. But yeah. So, there you go. Overall, this show, it's not the worst review of the year. It's still Clash of Champions. Overall, I give the show a 5 out of 10. A 5 out of 10. It's the first 3 matches were good, but then the rest went downhill. And honestly, I think it was better than 2018's Hell in a Cell. And yeah. So, next time, I'll be back in my 2009 year review continues with, like I said, Extreme Rules for the WWE side and TNA Slammiversary. But I want to do a Halloween Havoc for this month And I think Friday I'll do Halloween Havoc 1995. Screw it. I know Brian Zane did it. I want to do a Halloween Havoc as well. So, Halloween Havoc 1995 will be my next non year review. So, bye.